Welcome to Boots on the Ground, the 15-minute briefing, your daily roundup on veterans housing, advocacy, and solutions. I'm Yvette Jones Swanson, Army veteran, National Veterans Housing Advocate, and CEO of Vet Mentors, LLC. For more than 20 years, I've been on the front lines, housing over 5,000 homeless veterans and pushing for real change. In just 15 minutes, we'll cover today's wins, setbacks, and opportunities. From housing solutions and government policy to partnerships, publications, and training. This isn't just a show, it's a movement. Together, we're turning challenges into victories for veterans and their families. Let's begin.
I even learned in video last week. I'm like, how do these people make these wonderful videos? Well, now, the power of AI. So I took time and learned that. Thank you very much. Here's a quick second opener for you guys. This is Boots on the Ground, the 15-minute briefing, your daily post on veterans housing and advocacy. I'm Yvette Jones Swanson. So let's get into it. Today was very productive. I did a 10 a.m. training on this publication, A Realtor's Blueprints, The Veteran's Path to Home, Navigating the Journey from Homelessness to Home Ownership. This is one of my publications in the series of U.S. military veterans, educational and resources book series. I've got about 10 publications already. So the big reveal is now. This is what I've been doing behind the scenes. When you guys didn't see me, you thought I wasn't doing nothing. I'm going to show y'all the books here very soon. So some recaps from today's training. We had nearly 1,000 viewers on YouTube. Thank you, YouTube. Where y'all at now? We stream live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Also LinkedIn. Let me tell you, this is my first time reading from a script. So bear with me, okay? We're going to get through it. If I was just winging it, I would just tell y'all what I did today. It might be a little lengthy, so I did the script so that I can stay in compliance for myself. So homeless housing homeless veterans is a national issue. It's a national concern because veterans are nationwide and our resources are also nationwide. Our benefits are nationwide. Thank you, YouTube, for joining today. Hello there. Hey, Bianca. So that's why this is a national concern. So after, wait a minute. Yeah, that was it. Okay, hold on. I'm still reading from my script, so bear with me. Strong engagement. Yeah, was a lot of engagement from YouTube. They were asking a ton of questions because this class is geared towards realtors. Realtors are really losing the mark, missing the mark when you're not trained on how to effectively work with a homeless veteran in your community. And I say that because as a realtor of 26 years, 22 years serving in the homeless veteran community, you heard me right, homeless veteran community. I didn't go to where the $1 million homes were being sold. I was way underneath there. So that's how I know there are resources for homeless veterans to be housed. I've housed over 5,000 homeless veterans, and I've trained over about 51 maybe agents how to do the same. Are they all still doing it? No, not all of them. Some of them have different careers because this isn't just a money maker. It is a money maker, but it's not just for that. You do this from your heart. I turned what I do as my passion, housing homeless veterans, into my business. And also I teach veterans how to do the same thing in this upcoming book. Veterans from boots to business, finding your purpose in business and AI. A lot of this stuff I do is in conjunction with AI because that's our newest educational platform. Let me get back into my script. You see, I tell you, I could talk all day about things, but I do want to stay on point and on target because I said we're only going to be here for 15 minutes a day. So now I am a woman-owned small business with the federal government, WOSB, and I am in a cohort program. And I was in that program today learning a lot of key more nuggets that I can bring out into the community to share with you and to help you when you're ready to, guess what? This is your guide to veteran shared housing models that you've been asking for. So when you're ready to you say that I want to start a veteran's home, then this is the book for you. And then in other books too, you need about 3 or 4 to really get to that. But another thing is, as a woman-owned small business with the federal government, they are pushing us to this knowledge and to this education. Let me show y'all my book from my class. And this is just one class. And I didn't even print out week 5. Okay, so I have learning to do. I have been in that class now for the past almost 10 weeks. And all you got to do is get about 3 books to learn part of what I know. So they told me and all of us in the class today to make sure we stay current with SAM.gov. And if you're not, then you register if you want to do business with the federal government. And that's what we help you get set up to when you say that I want to do housing in the veterans community. This is how we help you do that. And then help you get an alignment to doing federal, state, and local contracts, because veterans who are homeless, who are senior, who were formerly incarcerated, disabled, of domestic violence, and the LGBTQ community, you learn it in this book right here. Then they told us to target just a few agencies that you want to do business with and do your research on those 3 agencies. And I did that already. My 3 agencies are the VA, HUD, and DOJ. And I was going to also say DHS because the DHS, they deal with a lot of seniors, but HUD, that's like a big mama over a lot of these agencies. So with VA, I am in alignment, and I did do a side by side. I wanted to know the federal standards and the programs that these 3 agencies have under their umbrella. And I wanted to know how my company, Vet Mentors LLC, was in alignment with those 3 agencies that I want to do business with. And guess what? They told me exactly how my company, Vet Mentors, is in alignment with the VA, with HUD, that's Housing Urban Development, and with the DOJ, that's Department of Justice. Thank you over here on TikTok for those hearts. I really appreciate it. And with DOJ, remember I said about shared housing? DOJ, Department of Justice, the veterans who are being released from incarceration, they need you to know what you're doing. When you call me and say that I want to do veterans housing, they're going to need you to know what you're doing so that you can be a subcontractor. You could be a sole source awarded contractor, the way we help get you set up to run your home business for veterans of whatever demographic you choose, because it's always a need for veterans housing. I've been housing homeless veterans for the past 22 consecutive years, and I've housed over 5,000. When I say me, I didn't do it all by myself. I had to train staff how to do it. I trained leasing agents when we had the leasing agent license. I trained them to do exactly what I did. Some of them still do, some don't, because it is a lot of work. It's a commitment, and it's from the heart. As a realtor, yeah, you make your money, you get a commission, but you have to know how to align this veteran with the housing, so that you can acquire that commission. that's how. So you got to get the book. Next Thursday, I will be online going through a realtor's blueprint. My husband says, "Stop going so fast with the." Okay, you get this book on Amazon. I am opening my Amazon store, so all of my publications in a U.S. military veterans educational and resources book series will be all in one place. And I'll bundle them as you tell me this is what you want. I'll tell you which bundle to purchase. So the DOJ, HUD, and the VA. And it also gave me an agency engagement matrix on how I should be engaging with these three departments to offer my services to solve the problems that they have in their departments. And the problems that they have in their departments, so we don't even have enough time to go through it. But the problem is simple: veterans, homeless, housing. Housing. It's a business, it's real estate, and it's care and concern. My name is Yvette Jones Swanson. I am an Army veteran, former homeless Army veteran due to domestic violence. I was married to an actively serving Marine at the time, and he was awful towards me, just awful. And I kept running away, never having a place to go. I would go to the VA and I would sit down with social workers, and they would send me right back on out the door. So I wrote this book for social workers, case managers, and human care professionals so that they too can learn how to work effectively in the veterans community. So pick up this book too if you are a social worker, case manager, human care professional, first responder, and you want to learn, hey, how do I help a homeless veteran when I encounter one? I feel so bad for them, but there's nothing I can do. Well, this book teaches you exactly what to do. Let me see. I wanted to play over here a commercial that, thank y'all for over here on TikTok, that TikTok has already seen. I want to play. Okay, here's okay. I was dancing over here for TikTok because they didn't see the fancy commercial that you just saw, but it is on TikTok. So y'all, I'll just put it back up there so y'all can see it. So that's my library of books, and they keep coming because 22 years, I never shared this information. I was so busy housing homeless veterans, bringing programs and finding resources and bringing them back to the VA. I was too busy to sit down and go through my intellectual property to put it in publication so that you too can learn what I do in this homeless veterans community. So you can say, hey, I think I can beat that number. We've got 11,000. I've got numbers around here too of how many veterans there are in every major city. You got 11,000 homeless veterans. You say that 5,000, that ain't nothing. I got you on that number. Well, I want you to get all of these publications so you can learn and do what you say. Put your money and your brain where your pocket is and buy my publications and learn to do what I do and stop saying, thank you for your service. How about you say this? How can I serve you now? Hey, how can I serve you now? You served me, military veteran. You served me. You protected me when I slept. You protected me when I walked outside my door. You protected me when I went to pick up my kids from daycare. You protected this country. How can I serve you now? That's what you can ask yourself. And not only that, you can learn how to do it when you buy my publications, because that's what's going to teach you exactly how to do it. Not coming here asking me one question. That's not a secret pill. It's not a blue or red pill. It's in this library of books. in this library of books. Remember, we grew up with encyclopedias. That's what I'm creating right here, because this is a whole new education in housing homeless veterans. I made a six-figure income. You see where I work, Real People Realty. I made a six-figure income in commissions, housing homeless veterans as a realtor. As a realtor. If I can do it, I put it in books, you can do it now too. Thank you for watching this 15 minutes. I can't go by a script. I keep trying. And we only got to a part of it. So go on Amazon, type in my name, and grab these publications. And you say you love veterans, you don't want to see veterans homeless. You say we shouldn't have homeless veterans. Well, guess what? We don't have to. As long as you learn how to do what I know how to do, we don't have to have homeless veterans. We have investors with vacant properties. We have builders who can't even continue building because they ran out of money, because there's no money seen. That can be all turned around. Project based. That's guaranteed money every single month. HUD Vash, guaranteed money. We can go on and on and on where this money comes from. Thank you for watching. I'm going to send y'all out with a commercial. Who is this? Mrs. Wolf. How to address the issues of a homeless senior female veteran who you just saw was, because Mrs. Watkins passed away. Mrs. Watkins is featured in in this book right here. She was a homeless female veteran, 75. The VA let her walk out the door 2 times homeless. And both times she contacted me, and both times I got her housed. There she is. Both times I got her housed. So, social workers, case managers, human care professionals, don't let veterans walk out the door without knowing where they're going next. Thank y'all for watching. I think I have one more exit. I learned this last week. Okay, here's a good one.
Hello. Good afternoon, Yvette. Hey, we're doing a little cooking here. We're going to have some pork chops.
Pork chops.
With mojo on it.
With the mojo on it.
And then we got some yellow rice.
The yellow rice.
That we will be warming up on the grill. And then we have sweet potatoes, which are good for diabetics.
Diabetical meal for your favorite little Sunday afternoon.
Yes. In other words, we're having a good meal today.
Oh my God. We need a shower too after all this.
That will be something tonight.
Oh yeah, tonight. I'm gonna take a shower out here.
You here on TikTok? I met Sergeant Wolf on TikTok. I wrote a letter to the Senate, the House, Congress, John J. McGuire. And they actually called us. And I had a 45-minute conversation with his office. And then in our conversation with the Sergeant Wolf, who is homeless right now at 71, disabled veteran, sleeping in a tent and in her car with her caregiver, and she has a 2-bedroom housing choice voucher. What? Didn't I just tell these realtors that y'all can get a commission for housing homeless veterans? That 2-bedroom voucher pays the rent. That rent pays your commission. So for Sergeant Wolf, Congressman McGuire, Sergeant Wolf, the Honorable Denise, no, that's not Sergeant Wolf. I need an assistant. I do. Okay, Sergeant Wolf, HCV lead, HCV specialist, the senator's office again, and some fancy real estate not-for-profit organization down there. Oh. And the National Association of Realtors, because this is a national concern. This is a national concern because we have veterans everywhere. We've got realtors everywhere that we can connect the two. Thank y'all for watching. Where's my outro? End stream and play outro.
Across America, too many of our heroes return home only to face another battle, the fight for stable housing. Veterans are overrepresented in the homeless population, often caught in a system that is complex, slow, and full of barriers. At Vet Mentors, we're changing that narrative. For over 20 years, we've been boots on the ground, not just identifying the problem, but building real solutions. That's why we created the U.S. Military Veterans Educational and Resource Guidebook series, a groundbreaking collection designed to educate, equip, and empower. These guidebooks are written not only for veterans, but also for the communities, organizations, and leaders who serve them. From step-by-step housing models to funding strategies, this series gives social workers, case managers, realtors, and first responders the tools they need to act with speed, dignity, and impact. Vet Mentors believes housing is not charity. It's a mission, a responsibility, and a pathway to restoring honor. Every guidebook in this series is a resource designed to make sure no veteran is left behind, and no community has to say, "We didn't know how to help." This is how we turn challenges into victories. I'm Yvette Jones Swanson, Army veteran, CEO of Vet Mentors LLC, and I invite you to join us in rewriting the story for America's veterans.